Today I am going to discuss very interesting but very boring lecture series called Medical Statistics. Why Dr. Dinesh said very interesting and very boring simultaneously? Because if you know about the medical statistic, when you go through the medical articles, it will be very easy. Why? Recent medical articles, evidence-based medical articles containing lot of statistical work. If you know about those things, you can easily go through those articles. If you don't know about those things, again you can go through articles, but you can't give 100% idea about your articles. It will be very boring in that case. So if you know medical statistics, it will be very easy to go through your articles. When come to medical statistics, fundamental thing of medical statistics is population. Without population, no medical statistic. Why Dr. Dinesh said like that? Without population, no sampling, no medical statistic. Here my population is there. Here my sample is there. Red guy is there. Black guy is already there. This one. And blue guy is also there. These three guys going to represent whole population. Can anyone define population for me? Yes, please. Entire number of individuals which going to represent by your sample is called population. Entire number of population which going to represent your sample is called population. This sample going to represent this entire number of population. That is the definition of population. Can anyone define sample? Group of people taken from the population which going to represent population is called sample. Group of people taken from the population which going to represent population called sample. That means your sample going to represent population, your population going to represent your sample. I will give another example. Last week one of my friend request to me and my family to participate in a party. But unfortunately due to COVID-19 situation, I decided to participate alone. In that case, I represent my whole family there. I eat whole thing which going to eat by my family. Believe me. I will give another example. Sometime you may have to represent the World Seminar or Congress. In that case, you going to represent your whole country. So your sample size different in both cases. You can have a small sample. You can have large sample. If I take a small sample, very little sample, what are the problems associated with a small sample or very minor sample? Beneficial thing of having a small sample is very easy to calculate. Why? Amount of data is very small. Easy calculation. Cost also will be minimum cost, but there can be errors. That small sample may not represent your whole population sometime. Due to extreme result, this small sample may not represent your whole population. So there can be lot of errors when coming to your result. Result can be errors. If you take large sample, because of fear of result error, what happened? If you able to take large sample and do things, it is good, but unfortunately, it will be very costly. You have to spend lot of money. Calculation will be very difficult. Statistical calculation will take time, not that much easy. So statistical calculation will be difficult. But your result might be very good. Only problem is it will be time consuming and costly. Now I am going to select data from this population. Data from this population, not whole population. I am going to take another few of them into sample. This is my sample which is going to represent this whole population. This is my sample now. From this sample, I am going to take data. I am going to take data. I want to check the blood group of them. I am going to check blood group of them. I am going to take hemoglobin level of them. If you carefully look at those two types of data, blood group data is some kind of quality data, some type of categorical data. Categorical or some kind of category, some kind of quality. When coming to hemoglobin level, some kind of quantity is there, some kind of number is there, numerical and quantitative. Quantity is there. So your data type mainly can be divided into two things. Your data type here, you can be divided into mainly two types. Blood group like categorical or qualitative type data. Categorical or quality data. Here numerical or quantity data. Numerical or quantity data. Again this categorical data, you can divide it into nominal data and ordinal data. I will tell what. Nominal mean just they have name only. My first example is hemoglobin blood group. A is there, B is there, AB is there, O is there. If I take blood group data, it is belong to categorical data. Quality is there, but no numbers like no numerical values. Again, if I take blood group, there is no order. B blood group must be followed A blood group. There is nothing like that, no order. Just quality is there. So just name is there. Because of that, your blood group is belong to nominal data. If I check ASA status of this guys, or pain score following post surgery, pain score of this guy, you can nominate those pain score according to order. Pain score 1, 2, 3, 4. ASA score 1, A score 2, A score 3, ASA score 3. Likewise. So those are belong to ordinal data. That means there is some order when categorizing those data. Pain score 1 must be followed. 2 must be followed by 1. Likewise, there must be some order. So pain score ASA score. Likewise, when coming to numerical or quantity data, again this data can be continuous data or discrete or divided data. This data again can be divided into continuous data and discrete data. I will give examples. Here I check hemoglobin level. Hemoglobin level is continuous data. 12.1 is there, 12.2 is there, 12.3 is there. Some kind of continuity is there. So hemoglobin must be belong to continuous type of numerical data. If I check amount of children they have, can you say 2.1 children is there for me? 2.3 is there, 2.3 with me? Likewise? No. There is just discrete data is there. 2, 3, 4 like So number of children. This is how we are going to take data type from sample. Data types from sample. I will repeat it again rapidly. Very easy, I think. Dangerously easy. Oh, very good. Pathologically easy. Your data types can be divided into categorical data or numerical data. Categorical data means some kind of quality is there. When coming to numerical data, quantity is there, amount is there. Again, your categorical or qualitative data, you can divide it into nominal data or ordinal data. Ordinal data means some kind of order is there, like ASA score, pain score, some kind of order is there, 1, 2, 3, 4. But nominal data means just you have only name. Example, blood group A, B, AB, O. None of them are superior. Just name is there. So those are called categorical data. When coming to numerical data, again we can divide it into continuous data and discrete data. When coming to continuous data, there can be decimal point as a hemoglobin example, height also example, weight also example, weight of this sample, individual sample weight. So weight can be added to here, height also can be added to here, amount of hemoglobin can be added to here. So those are numerical continuous data. Again, there are data which belong to numerical, but there is no continuity. Just number is there. When coming to number of children they have, it can be 2, 1, 3, 4, like there is nothing called 2.1 children. Thank you very much. That is all regarding the data type.